is up, everybody? This is TJ from Just Plain Filthy, and I know that a couple of videos back we dropped Bands That Totally Slap Part 1. And I think it's about due time that we drop Part 2. Now, the first one to kick off the series, we did 10 bands that totally slap, some hard as hell, heavy as shit, metal, hardcore, punk bands, whatever genre, they went hard. Going forward, every episode here on out will only feature 5. So to keep this stuff pumping, we don't run out of material, people can submit things, it'll just run a lot smoother. So with that being said, let's kick off part 2 with 5 more heavy as shit bands. If you like bands like Falsifier, Despised Icon, and Nasty, then Heavy Hitter is the band for you, baby. Hailing from South Florida, not really sure which town or city. These dudes go hard, and not just sound-wise, I'm talking work ethic, constantly promoting, constantly plugging their shows, constantly sharing their friends and networking. Any which way they can get their name out there, they are going to do it. Man, I wish shows were still happening. I would love to have them up here. The shows that I could book up here. Oof. Gonna get venues shut the fuck down is what I'm gonna do. Drive-by Bukake, one of the best names in all of metal and one of the most legendary local bands in all of New England. This is a 4-piece thrash death metal fucking comedy act, sometimes out of Billerica, Massachusetts. I've probably seen Drive-by Bukkake more than I've seen any other local band in my life, and that's saying something, seeing as I went to a local show 2 times a week for most of my adult life. So, yeah, that's saying something. These men put on one hell of a show. All of their music is inspired by horror movies, sci-fi movies, stoner comedies, and pro wrestling. Their whole shtick is get drunk, have fun, and fucking party on stage. And how can you hate that? Oh my god, Strangled is heavy as shit. From Oklahoma, Strangled has made our heaviest fucking band spot twice on the podcast. And as awkward as it is, it was one after another. You listen to Sleep and you're like, damn, that is the heaviest thing that I've ever heard. And then you listen to Defect and you're like, damn, that is the heaviest thing I have ever heard. And the hits just keep on coming. This new song they put out last month called Torah could give Defect a run for its money. They just find a way to keep getting things heavier and heavier and more violent and more violent. At some point, it's just going to be like a 3-minute pig squeal behind like some caveman riffs. And I'm still going to be like, yo, this made the other one look like pansy shit. You need to experience this band. That's exactly why they're number 3 on the list. Holy fuck. Have you ever wanted to audibly get your ass kicked by a group of men while the drummer is in the back just yelling, "Fucking kill him!" Then do I have a band for you. Street Soldier from across the pond over in England goes hard. And when I say hard, I don't mean like breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. I mean, think of Terror, think of Death Before Dishonor, and then blend them together and have them just get face fucked by a beatdown slam band, okay? This band has every single box checked for me. They got the yelling vocals that give that aggressiveness. Check. They got breakdowns that crush. Check. They got features upon features from all these great bands. Check. And they're wrestling fans. You're telling me a band like this that goes hard as shit can also appreciate a good Stone Cold Stunner? Take all my money. Take all my money. Now, last but certainly not least, is Portrayal of Guilt. These guys blend punk rock, like hardcore punk rock and black metal somehow into one cohesive sound, and it is face melting. Their newest album, We Are Always Alone, is 27 minutes of just insanity. Fast drums, just insane guitars, just screeching vocals, and then it just stops every now and then, and it's like you're floating in space. And then gravity kicks back in, and you're plummeting back down to Earth, and you die on impact. Holy shit, Portrayal of Guilt is incredible. I managed to see them live once with Birds in Row from France, and this live, they are equally as insane. I definitely urge you to check them out, check out the new album, and when shows start out, definitely make it a point to see them live. My neck hurts from all that headbanging. Shit. Thank you guys for watching Bands That Totally Slap Part 2. If you want to submit any bands, suggest any bands, tag your friends' bands, any of that, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at JPF Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/justplainfilthy, or just type Just Plain Filthy. You can go onto our website, justplainfilthy.com. So thank you for checking this out. Definitely stay tuned for part 3, which is going to come out, I don't know when, but it will go hard as shit.